And he makes the first. Alfred Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's Sixth Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
Galloway kicks to Thomas. They set the pick. Afflalo with it. Now defended by Varejao. Afflalo, no good.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Henderson with a screen on Afflalo. Shot's good by Williams.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Kicks it to Serafin. 2 on the clock. The shot, no good. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work.
And I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also when I get to the arena, I also watch more film on each and every guy that's going to be playing. Guys that I know I may be, matched up against, throughout the night. So I'm not surprised by anything if it happens throughout the game. So it's a lot of preparation that goes in, to just one game, just trying to get one win, but that's what it takes to win good.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't, but he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
We've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Amon Shumpert is out there with Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the center position. Cavaliers leading.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Here's LeBron. Love wide open. He fires. Nice open look, but it's no good. And for the Knicks, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to the bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
And that one falls for Aaron Afflalo.
Listen, Knicks finishing at the bottom of the East last season. They didn't go into the season thinking they were in for a rough go, making last season all that more painstaking for the fans.
Porzingis, he's checked in for the Knicks. Calderon comes in for Langston Galloway. And so Aaron Afflalo nails both of them. And for the Knicks, Clark 11 wins in 52 games.
And Kevin, what's worse is the Knicks were 5-21 at home against the East. No matter how you slice that up, the Knicks had a season that everybody would like to forget in New York.
There's the pick. It's Anthony with the drive. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the James. Anthony's got 6.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
The Knicks have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
The free throw drops for a follow. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for New York. Mo Williams is checked in for Cleveland. And Afflalo drops them both.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
Shot is off. So New York will take it the other way. The Cavaliers beat in for New York. Williams comes in for Carmelo Anthony. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Mozgov. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Smith checked in for James. And Freak subbed in for Shumpert. Williams gets a screen from Henderson. Thompson passes to Varejao. 4 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Throwing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And guys, last season was a painful one for Anderson Varejao. He had finally shaken the back injury that sidelined him the year before. Signs the multi-year contract extension with the Cavs. Things were starting to look up. Then only 3 weeks later, he tears the Achilles and was ruled out for the season. You talk about a tough break.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And adding insult to injury, certainly, Greg, as you were talking about, Varejao played well at the start of last season. Shooting 56% from the field. Clark, I think he was over 70% from the line. Those were career highs.
Yeah, and a terrible blow for Varejao and the Cavs because of that injury, the Achilles tendon. But it led to the deal for Mozgov, and that's worked out quite nicely.
Off the pick. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Smith.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Calderon dishes to O'Quinn. No good. Nice D from Varejao. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The screen from Thompson. It's Williams with the drive. And Thompson kicks to Anderson. Wants to get it to Varejao, and does. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And for Varejao, his wild hair and frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges. But that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Well, Greg, you're talking about Varejao. He may play wild, but his production has backed it up. A few years ago, he averaged, Clark, over 14 rebounds a game.
Yeah, and I don't think he plays that wild. I think he just looks wild. That hair flying all over the place, and he's giving up his body.
That's a good point,
he's necessarily a wild player as much as he just looks and appears to be everywhere at all times.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Here's Galloway. Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Here's Henderson. Drops it in from 11 feet. Henderson's got his first 2 points of the night. 44 seconds left in the first half. And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early as the season wore on.
People forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
Irving kicks to Thompson. Smith on the wing. 5 to shoot. Fires at the elbow. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's Galloway to the paint. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Knicks have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
At the line for your Knicks.
The first free throw is good.
Kevin Seraphin. Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Seraphin. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cavaliers lead by 1. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Carmelo, some great help off the bench during this first half. What does their contribution mean to this team?
Well, I mean, we always believe that we have one of the better benches in the NBA. And when they come to play like we're playing so far, you know, it makes it a tough game, makes it a tough team to beat. And, you know, just hoping we can keep that up.
It certainly takes some pressures off the starters. Melo, thanks for the time. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
Okay, good job battling them out there. Let's talk about some crucial areas from the first half. For the most part, we played an intelligent first half. Our passing has been crisp. We haven't given the ball away, and that's big because we can't afford turnovers. Those will kill us. Something I have liked is our movement off the ball and all the good looks it's created for us. Keep finding those open shots on the floor. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough ones.